Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran has reportedly suspended indirect message exchanges with the United States, saying there will be no dialogue until its demands for an immediate halt to Israeli operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met. Iranian media also reported that Tehran and its allies are considering further measures, including actions affecting key regional shipping routes. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that recent strikes in Lebanon amount to a violation of the US-Iran ceasefire. In a social media post, Araghchi argued that the truce applies on all fronts and warned that any breach would carry consequences, placing responsibility on the United States and Israel. The United States and Iran have traded fresh strikes as negotiations continue to end a 3-month-old conflict. The US said it struck Iranian military sites over the weekend in response to what it called aggressive Iranian actions, including the shootdown of a US MQ-1 drone over international waters. In a post on X, US Central Command said American fighter aircraft responded by targeting Iranian air defenses, a ground control station, and 2 one-way attack drones that it said posed clear threats to ships moving through regional waters. CENTCOM added that no US military personnel were harmed. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said it had targeted an airbase used by the United States for an attack on southern Iran. US President Donald Trump has said that Iran really wants to reach a deal with the United States, even as both countries remain locked in a tense cycle of military exchanges and ceasefire negotiations. Trump said in a new social media statement that Iran wanted to make a deal with Washington and that any agreement would benefit the United States and its partners. Reports claiming that Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian resigned have triggered fresh speculation about internal power struggles in Tehran. US media and foreign outlets reported that Pezeshkian had submitted a resignation letter to the office of the Supreme Leader. According to the reports, Pezeshkian allegedly asked to step down because he and his government had been excluded from key decision-making within Iran's ruling system. However, a senior official in the Iranian administration dismissed the resignation claims, calling them false and part of the media games of certain foreign outlets. He wrote in a post that President Pezeshkian will not retreat from serving the people, just as the Iranian nation will not step back from the path of solidarity and resistance. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered attacks on the Hezbollah-controlled southern suburbs of Beirut, signalling further escalation of a war that has complicated mediation towards resolving the US-Iran conflict. A statement from Netanyahu's office said he and Defense Minister Israel Katz ordered the Israeli military to attack terrorist targets in the southern suburbs of Beirut, known as Dahia, following Hezbollah's repeated violations of a ceasefire and attacks against our cities and citizens. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has spoken with both Lebanese President Joseph Aoun and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the diplomatic negotiations between Israel and Lebanon, and has proposed a plan to allow for gradual de-escalation. An official said the US has proposed that as a first step, the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militant group would stop all attacks on Israel, and in return, Israel would refrain from escalation in Beirut. The official added this would create space for gradual de-escalation and an effective cessation of hostilities. Meanwhile, dozens of ships were seen waiting off the coast of Musandam for permission to transit the Strait of Hormuz as negotiations between the United States and Iran continue. On the other hand, shipping executives meeting in Athens say any peace agreement between the United States and Iran must provide clear guarantees for commercial vessels using the Strait of Hormuz. Industry leaders warn that shipping traffic remains well below normal levels, while renewed military tensions have pushed oil prices higher and raised fresh concerns over global trade. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.